And you issued another waiver on March of 2024, not too long ago. That was 6 weeks after Iran killed 3 American soldiers. You gave Iraq permission to give Iran $10 billion, didn't you?
No, Senator. As I mentioned, this was something that started in 2018 under the Trump administration. It allowed Iraq to purchase electricity and to store that money in Iraq. None of that money to date will ever go to Iran. The money is being held for humanitarian purposes.
You're not telling the truth, Mr. Secretary. No disrespect, but that's just not true. Senator Menendez and Senator Scott made the point. We all know, unless you peaked in high school, you know that money is fungible.
In a Senate hearing packed with tension, Louisiana Senator John Kennedy took center stage in a heated face-off with a top Treasury Department official from the Biden administration. The topic? Billions of dollars, controversial waivers, and alleged backdoor deals that critics say are helping fuel America's adversaries, Iran and Venezuela. From sharp cross-examination to blunt truth bombs, Kennedy left no stone unturned. What unfolded was a brutal political showdown that exposed glaring contradictions and raised serious national security concerns. Senator Kennedy wasted no time confronting the Biden official. He pointed to a reported $10 billion payment from Iraq to Iran for electricity, a payment that couldn't happen without American waivers. And guess who issued them? According to Kennedy, it was the Biden team let dive in.
The Biden administration has operated as Iran's best friend, hasn't it?
No, I disagree completely, Senator.
Well, Iran sold Iraq $10 billion, not million, $10 billion worth of electricity, but Iraq couldn't pay them because of our sanctions against Iran. Biden administration waived those sanctions, didn't it?
Senator,
so that Iran could get $10 billion. Isn't that a fact?
No, Senator. Those waivers started under the Trump administration. That money is still in Iraq. That money has never been to Tehran. It will never go to Tehran.
The first waiver was on July 2023, wasn't it?
Senator, I believe those waivers started in 2018.
The first waiver that the Biden administration did was July of 2023, wasn't it?
So, Senator, again, I believe the waiver program started in.
You didn't issue a waiver on July of 2023.
Senator, the waivers were continued into 2023.
And you issued another waiver to get the money to Iran in November of 2023, didn't you?
Senator, as I said, that money has never been, will never go to Iran. The money is still in Iraq. The money may be used for humanitarian purposes, but not a dollar of that money.
And you issued another waiver on March of 2024, not too long ago. That was 6 weeks after Iran killed 3 American soldiers.
Senator,
you gave Iraq permission to give Iran $10 billion, didn't you?
No, Senator. As I mentioned, this was something that started in 2018 under the Trump administration. It allowed Iraq to purchase electricity and to store that money in Iraq. None of that money to date will ever go to Iran. The money is being held for humanitarian purposes.
You're not telling the truth, Mr. Secretary. No disrespect, but that's just not true. Senator Menendez and Senator Scott made the point. We all know, unless you peaked in high school, you know that money is fungible. The Biden administration also paid Iran $6 billion to release 5 of our prisoners, didn't it?
Senator, again, that money is in Qatar. None of that money has been used. It hasn't been moved. And as I said earlier, while money is fungible in the United States because we care about our people, it's not fungible for the Iranian.
So the money's in Qatar, in a bank in Qatar?
Yes.
Now, what do you think? Who controls that bank in Qatar?
Those banks are controlled by those individuals who run that financial institution.
I see. So if President Biden says Qatar Bank, don't give this money to Iran, and the Qatar government says give the money to Iran, who do you think the Qatar Bank's going to listen to, Mr. Secretary?
So, Senator, those banks in Qatar value greatly their ability to have a relationship with the
Right.
United States because
Right.
that's how they make money.
Do you believe in the tooth fairy?
Ultimately, if we cut off those banks, they will no longer be able to make money.
Do you believe in the Easter Bunny?
So, Senator, while I understand your point, fundamentally, none of that money has gone to Iran, and that money is not going to go directly to Iran.
Now, you did the same thing with Maduro, you meaning the Biden administration. You guys did the same thing with Maduro in Venezuela. You removed all the sanctions on oil and mining, including gold, with Maduro, the dictator of Venezuela, didn't you?
So GL 44 and 43 were put in place in Venezuela. 43 has already.
Is that a yes?
GL 43 has been removed.
Senator Kennedy didn't just ask tough questions, he peeled back the carefully worded spin and exposed the raw, unsettling truth. While the Biden administration's Treasury official danced around accountability, Kennedy stood firm, armed with facts, timelines, and an unshakable sense of duty. Time and time again, the official claimed billions in frozen funds were safe, yet couldn't convincingly explain how regimes like Iran and Venezuela kept benefiting. Kennedy made it clear, this isn't about political theater, it's about protecting American lives, upholding the truth, and refusing to bankroll dictators who chant death to America by day and cash checks by night. Kennedy's sharp wit, unapologetic directness, and refusal to accept half answers reflect what millions of Americans are demanding from Washington: clarity, courage, and common sense. In a world where diplomacy too often looks like weakness, Kennedy brought backbone, and the American people noticed. If you believe we need more voices like his standing up for the truth, subscribe now and share this video. This is how real oversight looks. In the end, Senator Kennedy delivered a powerful reminder. When it comes to America's enemies, words aren't enough, money talks. His grilling of the Biden official revealed a dangerous disconnect between what the administration claims and what appears to be happening behind closed doors. Billions in waivers, questionable bank controls, and leniency toward brutal regimes. It all raises a fundamental question. Who is this administration really helping? Senator Kennedy didn't just ask the tough questions, he exposed the uncomfortable answers. If you believe in transparency, truth, and holding our leaders accountable, click that subscribe button and join us as we bring you the stories the mainstream media won't.